Well, go on, tell us, Frosty. Oh, I forgot I muted him. Hold on a minute. Let me unmute him. Hello, Frosty. You're unmuted now. Obviously, but the only grass steering touch was in that one race in Dad Style Humor when he touched the grass at Brazil in the rain. That honestly, I was going to say if I saw that fucking gold scar in front of me, I would have taken it. You know what I'm talking about? No, it wasn't an NPL. It was Dad Style Humor. It's a different league server. I commented a 100% race in the rain at Brazil that Ski won. Yeah, I already got the stream. Oh yeah, I need to send the stream in the streams channel that Bonford told me about. Why isn't it loading? Are you guys anyone who's stuck in the loading? Oh, there we go. 19 people for the Qatar Grand Prix here today. This is going to be the craziest Qatar weekend you've ever seen. Anything can happen here at NPL today. In a race with this many people, we have some drivers. I think this is Frosty's NPL debut, if I'm not mistaken, for F1 at least. Is that true? I swear. Not strict. Yeah, who's that talking about? Is that Mindmaster or is that someone else? Is that Reg? Oh shit, Lil Gunner instead of Kieran. Okay. Oh, he left? Yeah, no, he is. No, to be fair, he did do a race in NPL in Abu Dhabi in season 13. He got fucked. He also crashed into someone and then retired, so. He was really slow. He actually got out qualified by Bonfo that race. It was quite funny. And that was back when Bonfo wasn't as quick, so. I remember going from last to fifth in the first stint. Where the fuck is Kiwi, bro? Anyway, welcome to NPL Season 14, Race 15 here at Qatar. The race where Fabian can win the championship if he simply finishes within 12 points of Dan this race. So Dan can outscore him by 11 points and Fabian would still win the championship by 1 point, immediately going into the next race tomorrow in Vegas. It's very likely Fabian will win the championship. We'll see if he will be denied that luxury today with a huge pack of drivers on his tail. We have 19 people today, the biggest lobby of the entire season. And we're looking to see who can do well in this qualifying session. And so no one has DRS anymore except for Ski, because he knocked down the DRS board. That's how it works. And Ski there through the first sector gets a 30.3, not bad, for a banker. And also so Frosty on his outlap currently. I believe Ski is the first driver to come out onto the track. Cyril actually. Cyril just went into a lap in the Williams down the main straight. He's back for another race today. He raced, of course, in Zandvoort, where he retired from the race at the end. And oh, Tice couldn't race. Tice just said to us, have a good race, guys. He's such a cute patootie, bro. What team hasn't got a teammate? Is it, No, it's not Haas, is it? What team is it? Oh, Kieran joined. Yes! He's going to be Alpine, which is the team he's driving for next season. Some information, we have loads of new drivers for this season, coming up in Tier 1 and Tier 2. We have already got 18 people. Oh, there's 18 or 17 people in Tier 1. Ski goes fast with a 21.9. And Bonfo immediately beats it by a whole second. Jesus Christ. A second quicker for Bonfo. The 20.9 banker, FFS Bro, goes into fourth place. He is a new driver. That's Fred, goes to the fourth fastest. Amir goes that goes mythical Luca into P4 with a 23.4. 5. That's 22.7 for Kimi. He's in P3 currently. That is the McLaren of John. He goes to 22.3. The driver who won here in season 11, who was there just did a lap. It's Dylan now goes to second fastest now with a 21.6. And Ski there in P3 currently. Felix in P6. Driver who's very good around here. Hubert gets a 22.0. Great lap from him. Only a 10th off Ski. And there's a Rebel coming across towards the line. Cyril goes 10th fastest. There goes Darksense P5 with a 22.0 on his banker lap. There's chaos in the first corner as cars try to avoid each other. Jan does a second out lap, and I think he is coming into another run now. Dan goes second quickest with a 21.2, but still 3/10 off Bonfo. Once again, looking to get pole here in NPL. He looks really good in practice here at Qatar. We've seen him get 20.6, 30 for Dan. They should be the favourites for pole. Fabian's still in the pit lane. BRT Kiwi is the final driver. He's returning for the first time since season 12 when he won on debut in Monza. His last race he did, I believe, was Silverstone season 12, which was a complete mess of a race. And we did about 4 restarts, restarting the whole lobby, and then eventually we did have a clean race, but he did get fucked over quite a lot that weekend and caused him to leave the league, which is a shame because he was a great driver. But I invited him back. He's now driving as a tier 1 driver for Alpine next season in season 15. And my master, meanwhile, is in a lap currently, down into the first corner, looks like. 65% battery to start the lap is not great, but my master is very quick, so we'll see what he can do here in the V-Carb. Driving the number 13 like Fabian does, I believe. Oh, Fabian's 40. I swear, is your number the age you are? Oh, I thought you said 14. Oh, shit. Never mind. Yeah, number 40 is what Fabian uses. Never mind. So it's 13 for my master. First sector then. Purple first sector for my master, supposedly. I don't know if that's true. Was that an improved lap by Jan? 22.0. Goes 5th fastest. Nice lap. Remember, he's, of course, learning to drive without TC. Officially has stopped using it now. And we'll do that for the rest of the season. So, Kimi, who was expecting to be last, is currently in P10. So, right in the smack bang in the middle of this entire pack of cars, we have FF, the new Tier 2 driver for next season. He is currently in P17. We have my master, the middle sector. What's it looking like? 57.6, not bad. He should get himself into the top 5 with this lap, actually, on this banker lap. Yeah, but and my master there, these 3 front-running drivers, 3 tier 1 drivers still yet to do a lap in the session. My master left, came back, and re-signed for a new team. Across the line he comes, goes P4 now, only 700s exactly behind Dylan in P3. It's an Aston Martin 2-3 with a Haas on pole. His teammate Felix is usually good around here, down in P12 currently. Let's see what we can do. Hubert looking very quick here today in qualifying. And let's see if Kiwi's on lap currently. Let's watch his lap around the track. Looking pretty good. Now we know Kiwi's a good driver. We'll see what he can do here today against our best drivers ever, I'd say. This is definitely the most competitive field we've ever had in NPL history. And currently Fabian's now on a lap. He started the lap now. The driver looking to get his first ever championship in NPL history. To be our 4th champion in F1. That's a 30.4 first sector for Kiwi. That is a monster first sector by Kiwi. Holy shit. Kiwi may have improved a bit since he last joined. Let's see what he can do. I have a feeling Kiwi might just whack it on pole with this lap, honestly. This looks pretty fucking monstrous. Kiwi, last time I raced him, was not as quick as he is right now, but we'll see. Maybe he's good at Qatar, we'll see. Middle sector it is. Okay, he lost a lot of time in the middle sector though, so he's not looking like he's in the contention for pole. He's missing the apex on a few of these corners. Oh, I think he ran out of fuel. He ran out of fuel? What's going on with Kiwi there? He's lost a lot of time in the last 2 sectors. And here comes... Meanwhile, John went 5th fast with 21.7. What's it going to be for Kiwi? And he goes to P11. Only ahead of his teammate Ruben on. So really, 4 ends to the lap there for Kiwi, looks like. Fabian now on his attempt. What's he going to get? He got pole last season with a 20.8, which would actually get him provisional pole now. I think he can get roughly the same this season. Across the line, it's a 20.9. Goes second quickest. Only 600s off Bonford, despite not even touching the track. Fabian locked up apparently, and I imagine that was in the hairpin. Then crashes in goes. Meanwhile, Bonfo on a second run now on a fresh set of softs, I believe, fresh set of boots, as they say. Into the first corner he goes. Bonfo has been very quick in qualifying recently, as we've seen in Silverstone when he got his first career pole position in the rain. He proceeded to win that race. Can he keep a 100% pole to win ratio in his career here today by getting another pole under win, which would be great for his career, of course. Looking to establish himself as a real winning contender here in NPL. Oh, that was track limits, maybe option. It's debatable there from Bonfo, but he is up by 600s in the first sector alone, which would be enough to keep him on provisional pole, of course, and extend that gap out into one over Fabian in second. though it's very competitive. We know Dan, Fabian, and Bonfer will be the favourites for pole, but I don't see it being unlikely that people like Kiwi and MindMaster could get in the fight as well, as long as also Dylan and maybe even Ski. We could see a few drivers getting in that fight. Drax has joined and unfortunately cannot race because there is too many people. I bet he's never seen that before. Bonfer lost time in the middle sector, and through the final sector he's going now. He's got some time to make up here in the pass, definitely. Watching this weird onboard camera on the right side of his car, sends it through these corners completely flat out through the entire last sector. No, and here we go. Look at this great final corner from Bonfer. This could be the improvement he needed. Across the line, it's a 1 minute 20.8, and he goes quickest again. Improves by a 10th. I think from the last corner alone he gained time. Meanwhile, Ski goes 4th quickest now. Almost half a second quicker than his previous attempt. Goes 4th fastest in the Ferrari. Dan there currently on lap. He's 2 tenths up in the middle sector. He's got a car in front though he's coming up on right now. Is that the Red Bull Beyond? And who was that? Dylan goes to 4th fastest now, the 21.4. What's it be for Dan? Oh, Dan lost a lot of time because of the yarn dirty. He goes to 21.1, but still a long way to go in the session. And a third set of tyres available. Drives leaves, and unfortunately won't be able to race today. I've never seen the case that a reserve driver replaces an actual driver. And couldn't actually join the session. A lot of reserves today. I think this is the most reserves we've ever had in NPL history in a race. We have, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 reserve drivers in the field today. The rest are full-time drivers. What the fuck is Ski talking about? Anyway, are you sure is not on a lap? I'm gonna be honest. I think he backed out of his lap. There's an Alpine going past him. Is that Kiwi on his outlet? If it is. Middle sector for Yarn, apparently. Oh my god, Yarn is on a really good lap actually. He's almost half a second up in the middle sector. Fabian there. Oh, he goes second by only 28,000, so behind Bonfer. He looks very quick in qualifying today, as ever. Yarn was on a great lap. He ran out of deployment though, which is going to cost some time all the way down to the line. But it's going to be a 1 minute 21.5 for Yarn to put him 5th fastest. Had a Ski like 0.03 of a second ahead of him. Great lap from him. And who else is next? Hubert there stopped. He's gone right. What the hell is going on in the final sector? There's a bunch of cars off the track avoiding each other. There's another car coming through. I'm surprised I don't have more impeding going on in the session currently. There's a lot of lap cars around. What, Dylan? Did he? Yeah, Jan, send the video. After, I will remember. If you don't, then we'll penalise you anyway. So, Dylan calling to investigate Jan's lap for... Okay, so we got Mythical Luca there, warming up the tyres. He only has 54% battery to use going into a lap, it looks like. Almost spins out the final corner. I don't know if he's going into a lap or what, but he's got no battery to use for his lap, so I don't know what he's doing. Cyril there down in P18, 28 tier 2 driver. No, it's tier 1. No, this is not tier 2, don't worry. You are racing some tier 2 drivers there, I want to say. Someone has to be, I guess. Yeah, but it's a steep learning curve in this series. Kiwi goes 11th. Holy shit, Kiwi! I thought Kiwi would be quicker, but he's in P11 currently, so I don't think he realizes how good the league's actually gotten. By the way, he's being beaten by a tier 2 driver currently, which is Hubert, who once again is proving that he is probably a tier 1 driver. But, yeah, Frosty's actually P15. He's ahead of Riley, Kimmy, Cyril, Luca, and Fred as well, so doing pretty well. No, he's not on a lap. He's not on a lap currently. Okay, on. My master there. Yeah, he just did a lap. I don't know. I was just commentating it. Felix. That almost like a Felix. I haven't looked at him all session. Oh no, Felix there is going to get impeded by a Red Bull. Oh no. Who is this? Is that FF first? No, he's being impeded by a driver who's also on a lap. Oh no, but this isn't impeding because he's also on a lap. So, fortunate there for Felix, but that wasn't impeding because he was on a lap, so. No, he wasn't. No, done. I watched him. He just did a lap. The lap when you caught his onboard, he wasn't behind the Sauber. What now? Yeah, because he just did a lap. I don't understand what you. Then I watched him finish his lap, and then afterwards he was behind the Sauber. John there, I'm going to watch his lap. You cut the inside a little bit there through that corner. Give him a penalty. But McLaren are currently 2nd and 9th in the session. Pretty big spread of cars. Aston Martin are currently the most successful team in qualifying with 3rd and 4th. Great first sets from John. A 10th up currently. John there really using the track limits on this lap. Could be cause for investigation. But looking pretty committed so far is the McLaren of John. I sended it! Bonfire is on the lap, by the way, but it's a purple middle sets for John. What? Purple middle sets for John. He's actually on a really good lap. John is actually on a great lap. John then once again going a little bit wide. He was going for that pole lap. He goes 5th with a 21.4. Kimi retires, so does Ski. I think Ski had to go for a moment. Oh, he ran out of the... Oh, reduced harvesting on a lap. You gotta turn off your battery if you're trying to save battery. Yeah, you're on hot lap mode. You gotta turn it off so you can save the battery for a full battery. Yeah, no, medium and overtake is the strat. Here comes Frosty. Oh, Ski had to leave the chat there. Is he gonna leave the session or what? I hope not. He's currently P7, he has to retire from 7th place, and oh no, Frosty will pit this lap. Felix on an out lap looking to do one more attempt. I don't know how long is left in the session because it's constantly a yellow flag. 1:50, so Bonfer there. Out the final corner is coming in to start his lap with low fuel. Very low fuel. Is he going to have enough fuel to do a lap? Is Bonfer? We'll see now. We're going to watch his lap because I have a feeling this is going to be the pole lap. We're going to watch it whole lap on board. Through the first corner, very committed through there for Bonfer. Coming nice and early, he wants to go to exit. He does get one very direct off the exit of the corner. Didn't cut the inside maybe as much as he would have liked, but maybe not a bad thing. But once again, they're very, very committed through these corners. He is down in the first sector as Bonfo, but he can't be disheartened because this is still a long way to go in the lap. There is time in this lap. This is, I believe, is this a used set? I think he did 2 out laps on this current tyre. We'll see what Bonfo can do. But it's unfortunate there for the new driver Fred, who will finish in P20 today. Bonfo there. Bonfo, with identical middle sector to his previous attempt, is looking to continue his pace out in front, using all of the track to get that original pole lap. Fabian and Dan can both improve their laps. Oh no, Bonfer has backed out, so this is going to be it for him. Is Fabian improving? Oh, Fabian's a huge mistake. He spins out. Fabian spun out second. He was on a lap, but I don't think it's going to be enough. But Dylan then is the only one who can deny a pole position from Bonfer. I don't think he has enough battery to do it though. John is also on a lap in the last sector currently. Is he improving by enough? Felix retires from P14, and Jan has retired as well. A lot of drivers retiring at the end of the session. What's Dylan going to manage across the line? It is no improvement. He loses out at the last sector. What's John going to manage? He goes 4th. Great lap from John. Put his McLaren in P4 there to help his teammate out. But Bonfo it is. He looks to be on pole position. I don't think anyone could deny him. Darkson's not even on a lap. My Master is, however, My Master's on a great lap. He's 4 tenths up in the middle sector alone. Now he has plenty of battery to use in the final corner. What's it going to be for My Master on his final attempt? Can he get provisional pole away from Bonfo? It's going to be 4th fastest for My Master. He beats John by 7 thousandths of a second. And Darkson stays P9. He's not on a lap, and that's it. That's the end of the session. So Darkson's the only one we're waiting for. So it's Bonfo, 2 races in a row, gets his 2nd career pole position in just 2 races. So Bonfo there gets pole position by 28 thousandths per second. Both Bonfo and Fabian's banker laps were enough to get them P1 and P2. So for Dan, and then My Master on his final run gets P4 with John in P5, Dylan P6. Jan gets P7 despite crashing at the end. 3 thousandths behind him was Ski, who had to retire at the end of the session. Darkson P9, and then Hubert rounds at the top 10. How is Hubert tier 2? I don't know. So he's proving me more every day that he is kind of a tier 1 driver. I hope Ski can come back before the end of the session. Wait, is Kiwi on a lap? No, he's not. Waiting for Darkson to come into the pit lane for the end of the session. But it is Bonfo on pole position for Haas here today. Great performance from Bonfo. 2nd career pole position in 2 races. Kiwi's downfall. Who is that who's saying that? Oh, that's Are You Sure? Right. Where are you? Oh, you're P15. Yeah, no, I'm shit at Qatar as well, then. But yeah, so really close to the battle for pole. Then behind that, Dan, we're a little bit far behind, but he did mess up his final run. Everyone did, it seemed like. Bonfo ran out of fuel, I think, and Fabian spun out on his lap. Yeah, this could be a really good battle for points. Now, Kiwi may not have qualified too well, but we know his race pace is where he really thrives. We're going to see him come through the field, I'm sure, on his race. Yeah. Cyril is also known for his race pace, I should mention, for no reason at all. Use hard medium, it's not rocket science. What the fuck are you thinking, bro? Do you think it's Abu Dhabi, bro? What are you doing? 1613 is going to make you understeer into a fucking wall at this track. Oh, right. I'd say 1712, maybe 1811, if you can. No, it's 29. Ways. No, Dan, this track is not as long as you think. The wheelways. Ski is back, thank God. I thought he wasn't going to make the start. So strategy-wise, we should see most drivers on the hards, yes. We have John, Kiwi, Riley, Are You Sure, and Cyril all on mediums. We already have a disqualified car of Mythical Luca down in P19, who has been disqualified from the session before it even started. Or at least from the formation lap, I should say. Bonfo there on pole position for the 2nd time in his career, with Fabian 2nd, Dan 3rd, My Master in 4th, John in 5th, then it's Dylan in 6th, 7th for Jan, Ski for 8th, who didn't have a chance to do a final lap, then it's Darkson for Hubert, and then Kiwi just outside the top 10 on mediums with Riley as well, with a great performance at P12. Felix gets disqualified and goes back to the grid. I think I'd imagine Cyril was the one who did that. Oh my God, but why is Cyril running by himself? Bro, he's scared of everyone else. Come on, he's scared of that. Yeah, no, it's true. I don't know why. Dan's always like, oh, I don't see people out on the formation lap, but then if you do, nothing happens. It doesn't matter. No. So, my predictions for the race, I think it's going to be a Fabian win from Dan 2nd, and I'm still going to go for Bonfo 3rd. I think Bonfo is going to have slightly worse race pace, but we'll see. I hope he proves me wrong, because I'd love to see Bonfo win 2 races in a row and get his 2nd career win in his in 2 races. That'd be very good. We saw drivers in the past do that. Ski got his first 2 career victories in a row at Singapore and Abu Dhabi this season. Dan got ghosting on, and he's going to go back to Business Bonfire on first place. I wonder how the start's going to go. Fabian, we know, is good at starts. All the Fabian needs to do to win the championship, by the way, is to score within 12 points of Dan. So if Dan won the race, Fabian could still finish third and win the championship. And if he finished fourth with fastest lap, he would also win the championship as well on countback, because he has those 5 victories this season. That was very good placement, actually, yeah, from Fred, who's perfectly in position. Don't go too fast. And Jan there with some words of wisdom says don't go too fast. Here we go then, 20 cars on the grid for the Qatar Grand Prix. When do you ever see 20 people on NPL? It's only happened twice before, I believe. Let's make it happen again. 5 laps from the drivers, and it is. Lights out, away we go. Good start from the front two. Is Fabian going to get ahead of Bonfer straight away? It's side by side, but I think Bonfer just about got a better start. It's very close in the midfield. Full wide in the back of the field. Look at this. Down inside goes Fabian on Bonfer. He sends it already for the first corner. But Bonfer is still there. Side by side between cars in the backgrounds. A car wide is Cyril and Mythical Luca. Frosty goes in deep. Yellow flags are out. Around goes Fred as well. It's still side by side between Fabian and Bonfer. Here comes Bonfer there alongside Fabian. Inside of Fabian he goes, and contact with Bonfer. And Bonfer is still there, but he wants to get back past Fabian. Can he get by him? Will he send it at the hairpin? It's not. Fabian locks up and misses the corner, and that gives Bonfer the inside, and Dan's past as well. Yellow flags are out again. Big off there for Riley in the background. He's gone way off the track. Front wing missing for Fred as well. And look at this battle for the race lead between 3 cars already. It's complete chaos here at Qatar. Side by side behind. Look at John there alongside my master. He's trying to get in the fight with Fabian. But Dan now leads from Bonfer second. Big spin in the background for Felix. Is that Ruben on? I think Ruben's the one that spun off the track in the background there. Riley's gone round. Felix is now in last place. He's way off the track in the back of the field. I don't think he has a front wing. What the hell happened to Felix? So Felix involved in a crash. Well, Fred has no front wing. Riley's got loads of damage on his car. Ruben's gone off the track. Kimmy's in the middle of this fight now. He had a terrible start. Let's have a look at the start positions, gain and loss. So Mythical Luke had a wonderful start. It's gone up 5 places. Riley's gone down 6. Yellow flags are out again as Felix, I think, crashed. Oh, big accident again. Dylan spins around and into the path of Hubert. And that's Felix out of the race now. Is that going to be a safety car? No, it's not. Here comes Bonfer on Dan. Can he go for a move now into the first corner? And Felix has left the session. He immediately retires from his favourite race on the calendar. And it's now Fabian and John now in this lead fight. John, we know, is very good around here when he tries. He has great tyre saving. He's very quick. Could we see a John? Oh, John goes past Fabian. Fabian there is now out of position to win the championship today. He doesn't really need to worry too much about that. He's going to help his teammate. John wants John to have a chance to win the race. He's also in the fight. My Master's down to P6. What a start by Kiwi now. He's up into P7 on the medium tyres. Down the inside of My Master in the hairpin. He's going to go for the move now. Side by side between them off the corner. We have Jan behind that with Are You Sure as well on P9. Around the outside he goes. Can he get past? Can he get the switchback? Can Kiwi now? He does! Great move there from Kiwi. Back down the inside on the medium tyres. On the inside of My Master now. They're still side by side. Heading off the corner. And around the outside, can he make it stick? There's still the great racing between them, incredibly respectful, so much space given, and yes, there you go. 2 of the cleanest drivers in NPL history racing together, and there we go. Kiwi goes past. Oh, big slide there from My Master. Here comes Jan on the inside. He's going to send it down the inside. He backs out. That was a smart move there from My Master. Jan does get into P7 now, but Kiwi already has gone up 5 places into P6. Lightning fast on the medium tyres. Jan now in P8. He's got Are You Sure behind him for company, with Darkson not too far behind as well. Hubert's just about lost DRS because now Dylan goes back down the inside of him. They made contact a minute ago, and now it's Dan now to fast lap, but John beats it on the medium tyres. He's looking quick and trying to make the most of this mediums while he can. Here comes Bonfer down the inside of Dan. Into the first corner he goes. Instantly goes Bonfer once again. And Dan goes round the outside there. It's still side by side off the corner. And he does try and go past. And he does make it stick. And now Bonfer right on the back of Dan. Will he try and make a move into this corner? No, he doesn't. And it's so close out in front. But look at Kiwi now. Look at Dan. So goes John on Bonfer. He sent it down the inside. And he's not going to have the pace to go for it. He tried a move where everyone else wasn't really going to try one. And he does stay in 3rd place, does John. But he's on the medium tyres, so too is Kiwi and Are You Sure. The only drivers on the mediums in the top 10. Then it's Cyril and Riley down in the back of the field, who are also on the mediums. But we'll immediately see them not being a very good tyre. Yellow flags are out in the back of the field. Is that an incident for Jan? Jan's around! Jan spins around. And he rejoins the track down in P16 now behind Ruben. And he has spun around, I think obviously using TC off for the first time. He's going to be quite inconsistent, I feel like. And Frosty with front wing damage, so too, same place for his teammate on the damage on the front wing. So both Mercedes cars with some battle wounds at the start of the race. Meanwhile, Are You Sure already dropping off way behind My Master now as Darkson, they're right behind him, looking to get past for P8 currently. But it is John. He's probably closest to someone on track. Right behind Bonfer into the final corner, but can't make a move just yet. Here comes Bonfer once again on Dan now. Bonfer with a great setup, looks very good in the straights, but needs to be careful of his tyre wear. Needs to extend the stint as much as he can. Fabian and Ski get the fast lap. My Master beats both of them. Down the inside goes Bonfer again. On Dan this time, it's a far more convincing overtake. Fabian there on the inside of John. Goes to go past into P3. Dan gets the switch back on Bonfer. Big slide for Fabian off the corner. He almost hit the wall. And it's Dan around the outside of Bonfer. He does make the mistake. What a race this is. Dan gets past Bonfer again. But Bonfer may not be done just yet. No, he is. And he stays in line behind Dan, who is having to fight tooth and nail with Bonfer for the lead of the race. Now Fabian's in the fight on the hard tyres. We know Fabian is very good around here. He should be a favourite to win this race. Kiwi as well on the medium tyres. Needs to make more inroads on the cars in front if he wants a chance to win this race. But the medium hard is typically not an optimal strategy at this track, but the top 7 cars all very close together on pace. What's happening now? Who was that? Was that Frosty? Frosty, they're talking about something. Mythical Luca there. Right behind him, chasing for P12 on the track. Dylan there chasing that Are You Sure for P9 on the hard tyres is Dylan currently. Has he got front wing damage from that crash with Hubert? I think he might. He does not. I think Hubert does though. Hubert got damage from that incident and he's struggling to stay within the DRS of Dylan now, who is getting held up a bit by Are You Sure in P9. It's pretty close. Both trying to get by. Darkson has already checked out and is chasing down. Look how fast he is. Darkson already closing back in on the leading 7 cars. Meanwhile, Kiwi's right behind another car. Yellow flags are out for Kimi now in the back of the field. He spins out of the hairpin. We're going to watch the race lead fight. We know it's going to be close. Going into turn 1. Bonfer with the low wings. Once again goes for the move on down into the first corner. Goes down the inside into turn 1. It's side by side. Almost contact with Dan and Bonfer. But Dan sends it right outside and does maintain the lead on the Bonfer now. Once again, Dan showing off his great defensive skills in the opening laps of this race. Looking to get his 2nd win of the season. With Fabian now looking for his 6th win and the championship. As it stands, Fabian would be your champion in season 14 for the first time ever and would be the 2nd youngest champion in NPL history behind Tice back in season 3. I think season 4 he was also the youngest champion ever as well, so or the 2nd youngest in that case, but nevertheless, Bonfer there in 2nd place, still right behind Dan, doing a great job saving battery. So is Dan, but it's all about battery management and tyre management at this stage. They really save their tyres. Darksen, who closed in rapidly on the cars in front, struggling to get within that DRS range of My Master, but he is looking quick enough to do so. Darksen looking like a genuine contender today. Are You Sure though, on the medium tyres, is falling back quickly because that tyre wear is really bad on the opening stint on the mediums. He'll try his best, but he might be a 2-stop for him if he's not careful. Hubert there is closing in, trying to get in the DRS range of Are You Sure in P10, or Vermeer. I should just call him Vermeer, that's his name. John there in P4, sending it, almost, he's going to get trial limits, bro. John's going to do what Dan did in Season 11. Time with Yarn. Yarn there, oh, Yarn's gone off again, he spins out, and is he going to rejoin in front of Riley? Watch out, oh my god, that was close to a crash. But no, Yarn now in P17, struggling on the race pace. But John is right behind Fabian now. John wants to make a move on his teammate, but I don't think he can. Here comes Bonfer once again on Dan now. To the inside. Dan goes defensive into the first corner. Bonfer's going to try and wrap around the outside. Dan sends it on the inside. Dan with some great late braking there. Still alongside there was Bonfer. Around the outside he goes, trying to sweep around the outside. Every single lap Bonfer and Dan have been battling at the first corner. Wonderful racing here at Qatar. And Bonfer there still with a great scrap with Dan. Probably the best lead fight we've seen all season, given that it's gone on every single lap for the first 6 laps. And continuing that battle now is Bonfer and Fabian though, just watching on, saving his tyres. Sure, he's not worried at all to be stuck in DRS right now because he knows that the tyre saving is useful. Kiwi as well will enjoy being in this train. Just keeping up with Kiwi, with Ski in front and My Master behind. Darkson though still slowly reeling in the leading cars, trying different places to close in on the cars in front. My Master though on the hards is starting to get quicker than Kiwi now at this stage. John there still doing a good job managing his tyres in the mediums to get them as far as he can before he pits. John knows he has a chance to go for the podium today, maybe even the race victory. We know the mediums will undercut the hards by a massive margin, but the pace advantage for the hards on the overcut will come back to them when they go to the mediums. Let's see what Bonfer can manage here on this lap, right behind Dan. Yeah, flags are out again. I think it's that Kimi again spinning around there down in P18. Dan there is going to be under massive pressure from Bonfer on this lap, it looks like. Down the main straight, Bonfer looking very good. Looking very poised to make a move on down into the first corner. Down they go. Fred goes past Kimi now for P18. It's getting really confusing with all these names being so similar. Ski goes to the outside of John. Here comes Bonfer. Dan tries to send it back on the inside, but he can't. And Bonfer takes the lead of the race convincingly off Dan into the first corner. Bonfer retakes the lead and is now looking to get his 2nd win of the season himself. So it's a battle between Dan and Dan and Bonfer for their 2nd wins. And Fabian looking for his 6th. Looking great for tyre wear, I'm sure he is right now. But Ski there, he looked really close to John on the main straight, is now trying to stay very close to him at this stage. but it's very close between them. Kiwi there on the mediums, trying to stay in this DRS train, but as the stint goes on, he will continue to struggle in his hopes of doing that. Yeah, flags are out. Is that, I don't know, is it us spin around for Aston, is it? No, it's not. Who is that? Is that Williams? It's Luca who spins around at P16. He is now. He's down to P16 behind Riley now. Cyril pits from P17. He'll try and go on the hards for as long as he can. Brad there had to pit for softs. He's currently a P18. Ahead of Kimmy now, who's on the hards. The Dan there is looking to get back past Bonfer. He's very much looking to be in this fight. Safety car made. Go on board for safety car. Meanwhile, I should mention strategy at this track. I'll give some advice to the drivers here today. If you want to get to the end, I recommend doing 17 laps or more on the hard tyres. It is a long, hard stint if you want the mediums to get to the end comfortably. You can probably make it work to go a little bit longer. Here comes Dan now on Bonfer with that extremely powerful DRS down to the first corner. Can he go around the outside using his ABS off to make a move? Around the outside he goes. What a move it will be by Dan. Around the outside of the first corner. And he does, but it's from him. Bonfer is still there around the outside. What a move this is. Bonfer gets back at him. And it's still side by side, but Bonfer is the inside line. Can Dan go back around the outside? It's side by side for the lead into turn 5. Holy shit. Great racing between Dan and Bonfer. They're still side by side. It's like season 7 all over again. Side by side for the whole lap. Dan down the inside of the hairpin. Can he get past Bonfer? This is a sensational battle for the race lead. And Bonfer there still manages to stay in front. What great defending from the Haas driver in just his second full-time season in NPL history. Is doing a wonderful job here today to fend off the landslide of cars behind him, with now Fabian and John staying close. Ski there is struggling to stay with him, I think. I can't tell if he's saving battery or what, but he's closing back in now. And we have My Master in P6. Got ahead of Kiwi, by the way. Kiwi lost a place to My Master last lap because of the medium tyres fading away. And Are You Sure as well, struggling with the same issues. But here we go. Look at Kiwi there. Continuing on his way. In P7, chasing down My Master in front. And meanwhile, Dan is right behind Bonfer once again, looking to get back in this fight. He's looking stupidly close out in front. But Fabian now looks interested in getting to the lead fight as well. We will see him getting in this fight. Whoa, big slide from Fabian there, using battery very early on in the exit of the corner. John there is right behind him too, but John, I don't know what he's doing. I hate to leak battery, but he's using a little bit too much, I have to say. Here comes down on Bonfer once again. To the inside he goes. Will he send it down the inside? He does. But Bonfer's going to have way more momentum on the outside. He does make that mistake around the outside, and Bonfer does defend once again. What a race. Phenomenal racing in Qatar. Rubenon's battling with Frosty now. Down the field. Look at this now. Side by side going to turn 1 between Are You Sure and Hubert now. It's side by side for the race lead again, though, between Dan and Bonfer. Can Dan go to the inside? No, he can't. And Bonfer once again managed to defend him up. What a race here in Qatar. I'm surprised. I know it's 20 people, but for some reason, it's the race lead fight that is the most interesting today. And Are You Sure continuing on? He's got 2 right behind. This is what higher wings in the race does. You just get more slipstream effect, I think. And once again, we're seeing impeccable racing today. Bonfer looking like a race winning contender today. When I did a race against him, a 50% race, I actually gapped him by the end of the stint, but he did do medium hard, so that's probably why. Then I think if he did the same strategy as me, he would have had a really good fight, just like this, for the race lead. But yeah, oh yeah, flags are out. Is that Kimmy around again? Big spin for Kimmy now into the gravel trap. And he's not going to want to be careful because the whole field is coming up behind him. This could be an incident here if he's not careful. He's still in the runoff area there. You can see him way off the track. But now Dan, right behind Bonfer down the main straight. Look very likely to make a move on Dan. Who was that? Was that someone's gone off? Fred's now pitting. Yeah, if Harry was, race is always more exciting with Harry there. I mean, it goes down the inside into the first corner. That's a convincing move, but Bonfer's still there on the outside. But Dan does make the mistake on the inside. Can Bonfer send it again? He thought about it. He does think, oh my god, it almost crashed down around there. That would have been catastrophic. Kiwi pits. That was a very, very early pit stop from Kiwi. I don't know why he did that. That was not worth the risk. Meanwhile, here comes My Master now on the inside of Ski. He looks really fast in the V-Car currently. As you've seen before, My Master is one of the quickest Tier 1 drivers for next season. Ski there in P5, chasing down John for P4. Yeah, I just say John's doing an exceptional job of saving his tyres and staying in this lead train. He needs to save his battery more though if he wants to be really in this fight. He doesn't need to worry too much about Ski. My Master as well. Doing a very good job. Here comes Are You Sure? Down his old contact with Hubert there. Massive dive bomb there from Are You Sure? Contact on the exit of the corner, and Frosty there battling with Riley. Around the outside, can Are You Sure go on Rubenon? Oh, sorry, on Hubert. Big slide off the corner there for Are You Sure? And Amir there still right behind Hubert. He's going to extend it here. No, he's not. He thought about it, but Hubert goes past now. Medium tyre runner of And they're now in P10. But the battle continues on. Meanwhile, Darksen and Dylan are both slowly catching still to these cars in front, who are trying to save battery. But it's so difficult because of how quick Dan and Bonfer are out in front. Yeah, flags are out again. What happened? Is that, oh, Kiwi battling with Jan there. Goes a little bit off the track. He's trying to get past him as quickly as he can. He wants to try and undercut these cars from. Meanwhile, Bonfer and Dan are battling out in front. And it's still side by side once again for the race lead. Around the outside goes Bonfer and Dan. And Dan they're still alongside. Around the outside he goes again. What a race, man. Absolute cinema here in Qatar today. Every single lap since lap 1 to lap 11 now. We have seen a battle for the racing team, Bonfer and Dan. Bonfer almost goes for the move again, but no, he doesn't. Oh, what a race. Absolute cinema. Bonfer once again, sorry, Ski once again under pressure from my master. Wow, I can't believe this race. Absolutely incredible. Are you sure that? Oh, he's around. Big spin there. He must have crashed with Hubert or something. He spun into the gravel there in a battle for P9. Meanwhile, Kiwi finally goes past Jan in turn 1 and goes up to P14, but he's going to need to gain way more time on the cars in front. I don't think he can get to the end with this tyre saving he has currently. He's chasing down Frosty for P13. So we should see a massive pace advantage for Kiwi at this stage of the race. Kiwi looking around the same pace he was in Season 12 at the moment. And he's chasing down Frosty still, but the close battle on track currently is, of course, the battle for that race lead. And Kiwi is gaining huge amounts of time on Frosty here in P13. But let's see if Bonfer can get back past Dan this time by. Dan had a really good exit off the corner there. This is going to be hard for Bonfer to make a move in turn 1. Fabian looks pretty close too. He's just trying to save tyres. John Pitts now on lap 11. Coming into lap 12. Here comes Bonfer around the outside of Dan. He thought about it. But Bongo is still in the fight for the race lead with Fabian. It's looking like the main 3 here are Dan, Bonfer and Fabian. It looks like Skido might start losing time now. He hasn't got the luxury of DRS from the cars in front. And he now also has to defend from My Master, who's coming up on him now. Can he go past Ski in this corner? He's going to think about it. No, he once again backs out through there. He knows that he's going to defend, but it looks like he's doing a really good job of saving battery as My Master today. He really does need to get past Ski though if he wants to be in the fight for the race lead. But we'll see what Ski can manage to fend off the Qatar driver. Meanwhile, Kiwi's having a fierce battle with Frosty there. Here goes Jan in P14. And Frosty there is apparently slowing down Jan, who is still very much in this fight out in front. My Master looks very good. This purposely slowing me down, mate. And Ski there has lost about 0.4 of a second to the cars in front this lap alone, and he's got My Master howling behind him. Here comes. And Kiwi there chasing down Riley for P11. Here comes Bonfer now for the race lead on Dan. Can he make a move into turn 1? He's going to go for it, is Bonfer now. Looking to make this race as entertaining as possible, looks like. He goes for it around the outside, but once again, Dan places the car perfectly, and it's not enough for Bonfer to make the move for the race lead once again, so Dan continues to lead now from Bonfer second, and Fabian third. Here comes Fabian on Bonfer. Can he make a move down here? Thought about it. Here comes My Master. Once again, he can't make a move. Oh, side by side with seeing Kiwi and Riley down the straight. Is he going to make the move stick into the first corner? He does. Kiwi goes into P11 ahead of the Sauber now of Riley, and looking to make a massive undercut is Kiwi now, who can probably just about get to the end of the race on the hards, but I think he's taking a massive risk pitting this early. Even the most skilled drivers struggle to get this far in the race on hards at this track because it is such a high tyre wear circuit. Darksen is behind Dylan now. Dylan did get past and he's now chasing down the race leading pack. My Master is next in his sights. Did a really good exit off that corner. Dylan looks really quick actually at this stage of the race. He's going to close in on My Master now for P5. Looking like a good point stall coming for Aston Martin with first and sixth. Big off there for someone. Is that Kimi? It is again Kimi off the track in P19. He's gone off massively down in that corner. And he's losing time here today. Kimi gets 10 seconds for exceeding track limits for some reason. If I were Kimi, I'd honestly retire at this point. This is very unfortunate for him. John there, who just pitted, is now right behind Hubert already. Battle for race lead did not really continue too much there. I didn't see if Bonfer actually made a move on down in someone. I'm sure this is very frustrating for him though, because my master is quicker than Ski by quite a bit, but just constantly. There goes Kiwi with the fastest lap of the race in P11 now, chasing down his teammate Ruben. 75% or more. Oh, big off. Kimmy's in the wall. Kimmy's in the wall fully. Is that a front ring missing? How did you crash that? I don't know how you spun. Do you have rear wing damage? Oh, you have rear wing damage. Oh, shit. Oh, from here. I was gonna say. Yes. I mean, oh, we're on hard tires. Damn, okay. That's not good. You may need to do a two-stop, I'm afraid, if that's your tire wear. Going to tires in the pit lane. Two-stop for you. If you're on 80% on hards after 13 laps, you need to do two stops. Pit lane there for someone. Who was that? Was that Ski? Ski pits now for P7. That's an early stop. Ski, what are you doing? What where were you on? Was it 90 or what? Fucking hell, man. Okay, fair enough, Ski. John gets fastest lap now on the hards. He's actually gained a lot of time on Kiwi because of that pit stop. And he's now ahead of Ski by a big margin. John actually looks like he could win the race if he can keep the track position enough. Imagine John getting his first career win since season 13 in Australia. That'd be great for him. Yeah, that's unfortunate. P7 has lapped Fred there on his debut. Who the fuck is Tate McRae level 13? First full NPL race and I missed it. Welcome to the stream nevertheless. I don't know who you are, but welcome. Look at Ski there, going past you, but down the inside he goes, chasing him down. He's got Kiwi behind as well. Kiwi's getting in this fight. He's really being held up by the Mercedes here. You can see the visible frustration from the Alpine driver trying to get by this midfield driver. Has not pitted yet. Meanwhile, Bonfer goes past Dan. Wait, what? Oh, lead fight. Oh, shit. Meanwhile, Dan goes running outside of Bonfer. No ball nudge if you don't remember who I am. I feel like I should know who you are, but I don't. Here comes Fabian! Fabian to the inside of Bonfer. Will he finally go for a move? No, he doesn't. But Bonfer and Fabian and Dan all in the lead fight here currently. Wonderful race to me. Once again now, is there going to be a fight going to happen? No. And Kiwi there now is right behind. He's got Ruben on behind him. Oh no, John, I told you. I fucking called it. John got 3 seconds. I saw that coming since lap 2. Because he always... Are you Graham Crackers by any chance, or are you someone else? I feel like it's someone else. We said first NPL race and I missed it, so I don't know if that's actually Oh, you said future tier 2 champ. Okay, I know exactly who that is. That's definitely Graham Crackers. Yeah, no, we all know you're winning tier 2 Crow Chat Show, because you're a tier 1 driver. Yeah, you're a tier 1 driver. I think he would struggle to win the championship after missing 6 races, I can't lie. Because if someone like, even like Kimmy just like locks in and just wins every race, first 6, then there's no way. Hey, Dan pits from the lead. That was an early stop. I don't know why you would do that from the lead of the race, I can't lie. That may not have been the play down. So Dan believes that the mediums can go 13 laps comfortably. They can. They're just not comfortable. I don't know why he would pit now. Bonfer under pressure from Fabian. Fabian goes down the inside of Bonfer and he sends it, but Bonfer's on the outside and he gets back into the place again. Ski gets fast up by a 10th and Bonfer retakes the lead away from Fabian there. He was saving battery and trying to find a place to overtake Bonfer there. Very aggressive racing. Fabian is now picking up the pace at the end of this stint, it looks like. They can. Mediums cannot do more than 13 laps, I don't think. Unless you're goated. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You might have to do a 2-stop, Crow. I don't see how else you're going to get to the end. You know, Dan there is right behind John already, and this is going to be a problem for Dan if he gets held up. Is he going to go around the outside? He thought about it. He could get switched back. John is holding up Dan here currently. Fabian, as it stands, obviously would be the champion of the season. So it's good to see a new champion NPL almost guaranteed here today. Dan, the title rival, chasing him down. Going for pits now from Sega. Fabian stays out. Interesting. Fabian looking for a massive overcut here today. He has much better tyre wear than he did last season, and he's keeping good pace as well. So Fabian knows what he's doing today. He learned from last season. Will Dan undercut Bonfo is the question. It'll be really close, I think. Bonfo is coming out the pit lane now, but Dan is down the pit straight with John right behind him in the DRS. Is John going to go for a move here on Dan? I think he will. John there with loads of battery is going to make it more difficult for Dan. He goes round the outside into turn 1. Dan sends it and hits the back of him. He just pushed him into the... What's Dan doing, bro? Yeah, you just drove into him. Oh, whatever. Dan there still... Oh, what the fuck? Dan just went straight past him in the exit. And Bonfo there did get massively undercut by Dan. Still very close. Much more of Rolly. No. No, we can't. Because Riley isn't even battling anyone. Seems like a good... Are you dragged or something, Tate McRae? I don't know who you are. It is Graham Crackers, but why does he want to see Riley? That's such a random person to want to watch. Yarn pits as well, to go to the end of mediums. So Dan, if you can get to the end with good pace, could very well still win the race. Yellow flags. Oh, Fred spins around. To be fair, he hasn't spun much today. It is Graham, I knew it. I didn't know. And the further goes around, but they're pitting for Fabian now. My master stays out. Oh, he spun again, unfortunately. Into the gravel he goes. Darksen pits as well from P3. Oh, I see. Speak up, Daddy. I get it. So Fabian will come out now, probably behind Dan, who is still trying to defend against John. He's doing a really good job here today on the hard tyres. Stay with Dan. Fabian comes out in P5 now on 1 lap fresher tyres than Bonfo. So Fabian should have a massive pace advantage to the end of the race over his rivals, and will easily get to the end of the race and can push every single lap, which is the luxury he now has in this race. Go Bonfo, says Felix, who definitely has still got a chance to win. Penalty for Frosty. Here comes Bonfo now on John. But Dan has finally got out of DRS. Yarn there down in P17 is chasing down with Luca. And Dragon Pack is now sick. Oh wow, that was close. Jesus Christ. Almost a crash there with Mythical Luca, Yarn and Fred. It's okay, man, that's quite funny. Yarn goes by. Yarn P17, let's go, says Felix. Actually, he's P15 now, you should know. Yeah, tell Yarn I said stop driving with high cortisol, says Graham. And he also said he's proving why he's the worst rebel driver. One for there. That was Fred, he's at P18. Spun again in turn 3. My master pitch from a good position here. He's going to come out probably in P6. One for a fastest lap of the race. And he goes past, he flies by John down the straight, and he's probably going to let Fabian pass as well. And he does indeed. That was to be expected. John there was being a great teammate for Fabian. Get the flags around again. Oh my god. So it's very unfortunate, man. I gotta say, this is making for a very entertaining race. Yarn gets the fastest lap of the race! What a lap by Yarn! Oh, maybe. Depends. Okay, think about it. Do the maths, right? You've been on the tyre for 5 laps and you're on 36% tyre wear. You're getting around about 7%, over 7% a lap, so you're cooked. Bonfo needs to get in the DRS of Dan. In fact, Fabian is now going to be putting the pressure on Bonfo on this straight, it looks like. Fabian looks really quick. Bonfo is really pushing here. Here comes Fabian down the inside of Bonfo into P2, it looks like. Down the inside goes Fabian. And he does make that move stay, but can Bonfo get back past him on the inside line? He's still close. It's going to be a three-way battle for the race lead now between Bonfo, Fabian and Dan. So if Dan can fend off Fabian for the rest of the race, he can get his second win of the season, but he would not deny Fabian the championship. It looks inevitable that Fabian is going to be the champion of the season. He has 2 lap fresher tyres than Dan, so this should be a huge advantage in pace for Fabian today. Here comes Ocean. Kiwi pits again! So Kiwi had to make a 2-stop spinner there. Who was that? That was Lucas, sorry. Down in P16. Kiwi now comes out in P10. He's going to be behind Are You Sure, who has very old tyres. Dogs, and on the 2-lap or mediums is closing in. My master's still closing in on Ski. He could definitely get P5 today. And John with a 3-second. Has John served the penalty? We'll have to see on the replay. But Fabian is right behind Dan and is just keeping his tyres in a nice window. Dan needs to think about his tyre saving though while he's in this race because oh, off again goes Fred, unfortunately. Fabian there is 7 tenths behind Dan down the main straight. Can he make a movement to turn 1 is the question. The DRS is incredibly powerful at this track, and we know Fabian likes to use his low wings into turn 1 he goes, keeping Bonfo honest. Bonfo could, oh, zero flags, no? Ski there is closing in on John now on 3-lap fresher hard tyres. And My Master is closing in very, very quickly on the cars in front on his 2-lap or mediums. My Master looks like he's going to get P4 today if he keeps this up. Good performance, career best for My Master, tied with Zambor, of course. They're considering on in P7. Being held in by Dark Sun, but I don't know if he has the pace to close in that gap. It's pretty close between them. But yeah, Bongo, given the presence from everybody in front, Bonfo in a 3-way lead fight with Fabian and Dan here at the end of the race in the Qatar Grand Prix, what has been a phenomenal race from start to finish. Fabian there just looks so much quicker than the cars in front. Oh, the car in front, I should say. There's only one car in front of him right now, and that is Dan. But Fabian is indeed lagging. Dan there, losing a lot of time. He's already got Fabian right on his tail. Fabian is wasting no time here at all. Fabian looks so much comfortably quicker than everyone. Here comes Fabian then. Surely Fabian's got him on the straight. There's no way Dan's going to be able to defend this. Dan would have to do some... Yeah, Fabian is going to make a flyby overtake on Dan into the first corner here, unless he can squeeze him as far as he can on the inside line. It's not going to be enough. Fabian goes to the inside and takes the lead of the Qatar Grand Prix. But Dan sends it around the outside. He's going to try anything he can to get past Fabian, but no, he can't get it. So close, but Dan loses the lead, but that doesn't mean it's over. Dan still has the chance to go for the race lead on Fabian. A spinner once again for Fred. He's in the wall, is he? He's in the gravel at least. I think he might have hit the wall actually. Can I see the offboard? I think he lost his front wing. Oh, Dan gets 3 seconds, and that's massive for his race. Take a good bond for P2. But that doesn't mean it's over. Back on the track, he has lost his front wing, has Fred. There is a 5P16 there between Frosty and Luca. And Jan there alongside Jan. Oh, sorry, Riley, I should say. Riley does get overtaken by Jan. Fred retires. Did he hit the wall, or did he, I think he crashed the tyre. So no safety car as expected here today. Now the real question is, can Bonfo still contend for the race win against Fabian and Dan? Bonfo is still 9 tenths behind. I'm sure Dan will need to unsettle this race quite a bit for him to give Bonfo the chance. Fabian's wings are so low. Safety car? Safety car! What, how did that happen? Oh, Jan crashed. Oh no. So Jan, on the hairpin, has crashed into something. He hit the wall on the exit, it looks like. And that's going to be a late safety car today. Oh, that was right after Ski pitted. That's so unfortunate for Ski there. Luckily, he did come out in front of Huey, but that has massively fucked their races. Now Darkson will have the chance to get in front of him, and Dylan as well. So this is going to be an interesting end to the race. The question is, who's going to pit and who isn't? Yeah, there's a massive gap between P5 and P6, so the pitting wouldn't even be that big of a deal, to be honest. You can serve your penalty down, I recommend you do. You will just about get ahead of my master if you do that, I think. Fabian's driven a great season, let's be real. Fabian's been an amazing driver this season. Yeah, this might be the Thomas Ronhart 2022 of NPL. Get him out, bro. Get him out. Get Fabian out of this league. He does. Oh my god. Why didn't I think of this? Dan, stay out, Dan, stay out, Dan, stay out. Oh, fuck. Why wouldn't you someone should stay out. Oh my god, my master's staying out. Yes! My master knows what he's doing. My master, the GOAT, is going to try and fend off 3 front-running soft tyre Tier 1 drivers and the reigning champion, soon to be the reigning champion. On the final few laps of the race, this could be an absolute cinema end to the race here today in Qatar. Imagine the absolute scenes if my master manages to pull this off. It would be absolute cinema if he does. But obviously with his tyre wear and the softs behind him, he's going to really struggle to hold off these cars behind. He might just get swallowed up by the pack with all these fresh tyres behind him. Literally everyone behind him is on fresher tyres than him except for Frosty in last place. So he has nothing to worry about. Penalty has been served by Dan, and he is now on P4 with a serve penalty. I assume John will mention that. So Bonford going for the medium. A little crash out from Luca there. Why the fuck did Kiwi pit? Okay, he comes out in P10. I guess that's worth it. I don't know. I mean, Kiwi's pace has been a little bit slower than I would have expected today, I can't lie, but that's not to say he's been a bad driver. He's been doing pretty well. Very clean racing. We had a great battle with my master earlier in the race. It was very fun to watch. What a race this has been, by the way. From start to finish, absolute cinema. The opening laps of this race, the battle between Dan and Bonfire was phenomenal to watch. Very reminiscent of a real-life F1 race in the way that the fields sort of ebb and flow out in front with the battery saving and the deployment and the very powerful slipstream we have at this track. Goon Master, so Minor Master 8808 in P1. I did not pit during the safety car. Yes, Fabian in second. On the first corner, Fabian's getting past him, let's be real. Unless he does a really, really smart restart and gets Bonfire on Fabian's case, but that would be very hard to orchestrate. Thing is, if Bonfire and Fabian battle enough, my master will win the race. So imagine the scenes if Bonfire just says fuck it, ruins Fabian's entire championship, spins him out, and then gives my master the race win with Dan second and John in third or something, or maybe Dylan. Where is Frosty actually? I don't know, he's there. Frosty is very... The whole field got so spread out during this race. Are you sure it's still 22 seconds behind Ski? I don't know how they got so spread out. I guess the track is very much all about tyre saving and stuff. John's not in the fucking call, is he? No, he's not. He's not in the call. He's on call with Riley, I think. No, don't do this again, please. Oh my god, I almost did it again. Yeah, you say that again. My PlayStation is actually fucking stupid, bro. Y'all just got 3 seconds during the safety car. Yeah, if you don't care, you should crash out. I don't like how close it is to the back of Cyril's car. It's quite scary. They will be in the slap probably because it's been a while. Which will leave us with 3 laps to go on the restart. Still a massive train of cars behind yet to catch up with Riley, Cyril, Jan, Luca, and Frosty all yet to catch up in this race. Dan did serve a penalty. John, I don't know if he did. I don't think he did, actually. We'll have to check if he has a clip. If he does. John always says he served his clip and then just, like, sits for like half a second and then goes again. Because he's a moron. Anyway, my master leading from 5 seconds. Yeah, 2 laps to go for the restart, which is exactly what my master wanted because he has less time now to worry about defending from Fabian. But let's be real, even if Fabian spun out with a half spin, he probably could still win the race in this position because of his soft tyres. He's got 2 medium runners behind him. So, yeah, Fabian in a great position to win this race today. You'd expect it. My master, though, could very well get a podium maybe if he can play his cards right. Tires will be very cold here at Qatar in the night of the desert. Shame that there are no pink V cars, but there are 2 pink Alpines right there, Kiwi and Ruben. Down in pieces 10 and 11. Oh, Ruben almost hit his teammate. So, 17 drivers still left in the race. We have had 3 retirements, Felix, Kimi and Fred. Believe it or not, none of them were the cause of the safety car. It was in fact Jan down in P15 who crashed on the exit of the hairpin, who caused the safety car on lap 24, I believe it was. And we're going to restart on lap 28 with 2 laps to go. We have my master out in front with Fabian in second. On the fresh starts we have Bone for third. Dan fourth has served his penalty, and John, I'm not sure if he has. We'll see after the race. Safety car in this lap officially, as the field have now caught up together. He needs to be careful of the cars in front. Not with them. Ruben also needs to be careful. Ruben on. I swear to God, Ruben, you need to be careful, man. Ruben is always the one that causes the crashes of the safety car. Everyone be careful about the... my master is going very slowly out in front. Where is he going, bro? He's going off the track. This might cause a crash. Watch out, guys. Watch out. Watch out, guys. Holy shit. Oh, you sure? Just go. You can get that penalty appeal. Don't worry about it. What the fuck are you doing, bro? Oh my god. Watch out, guys. Holy shit. Oh, big spin for you on the restart. He's around. He's down into last place. Great restart from my master, but still not very good stuff from him anyway. Bonfro is still right behind. Dan is on the outside of him. Can Dan go from moving to turn one? Almost contact with Bonfro. He sends it around the outside of Bonfro now into the first corner. But Bonfro still stays strong on the inside line and stays in third. But Fabian is right up there as well with my master out in front. My master, though, will have to fend off Fabian for 1 lap at the end. There weren't. Oh, Fabian has to make it happen somewhere else then. So my master has 1 lap to fend off Fabian. What happened to Hubert? Rubenon's in about as well. Look at this fighting in the midfield. Darksen is battling with his teammate. Big move on the inside of Kiwi there from Are You Sure? Kiwi goes around the outside. Still alongside him. And look at this. Ski does go past his teammate Darksen on the inside. Kiwi's there close. Contact there between Hubert and someone else's cars behind. Look at this. Riley side by side with Ruben now on the inside line. They're still side by side off the corner. Some great racing in the midfield here today. And almost at the back of Ruben went Luca. Cyril might go past him because of that, and he does not. He still stays behind. Yeah, flags right as Jan spins once again. But the question is, does my master have the battery to fend off Fabian on the final lap of this race? My master could pull off the funniest thing ever here. Fabian looked to get the championship today. Very well could do it. No DRS will be available to him on this final lap. Oh, he's so cooked. And he's already saving battery. DRS is now enabled on the final lap. And there you go. Into the lead goes Fabian. Into second, Bonfro looks to go. Is he going to send it, though? He does! He sends it down the side of Fabian! A contact, he hits him! Oh, he gets sent to Bonfro! No! Bonfro's around into the side! Big crash! Huge accident! Holy shit! Holy shit, that was a big crash with Kiwi! Wow! Oh my god! That was a huge accident! And my master is out of the race pretty much. He stopped the car off the track. He's in shock from the accident. And Kiwi there with a huge crash smashes into the V-car there. How is he not out of the race? And Bonfro has front wing damage. He's now P6. He's got... to the inside. And Dark's to the inside. Meanwhile, Dan is actually in the lead fight with Fabian now in front. It's not over yet, this race. On the final lap. Bonfo, what happened? Bonfo now in P10. What's going on? Fabian that still... Fabian is right... Fabian has... Oh, he's under so much pressure from Dan. Can Dan make this move on Fabian on the final lap of the race? It's going to have to be on the final straight. Oh, he almost spun off the corner, but no, it's Fabian that wins the race and the championship. Fabian is your oh my god, he almost lost the win. He was 0.04 of a second over the line. Holy shit, dude. No, you didn't. Oh, crash after the finish. Oh my god, big pileup. Well, that was the most stupid ending to the race I've ever seen. But there you go. Fabian wins the championship in NPL Season 14. Your first ever championship, Fabian. Let's go, Fabian. Well done, man. Great season. Fabian wins the championship and the race here at Qatar's 6th win of the season, and the championship is Fabian's. And you are now a platinum driver for the first time in your career, of course, and you won't ever need to worry about that again. And there you go. John finishes P3 in the end, unless, of course, he did not get, he didn't serve his penalty. Dylan actually finished P2 according to the game, which would be pretty tough. Can you send a clip? Alright, cool. No. I don't see, unless you, like, gave him damage, but yeah, just make a ticket and they'll be fine. My master, my master tried to send it on Fabian, hit the side of his car, spun into everyone, and then Kiwi fucking piled into him at full speed. It was a huge crash. I don't know how he didn't kill him. I don't know how it didn't take both of them out of the race. I didn't see actually. I should see what we're supposed to be. Yeah, Fabian wins then from I think it was Dan second by 0.04 of a second, the second closest finish for the win in NPL history. Behind season 6, Qatar as well was the closest finish in NPL history, which is 0.03 of a second. And then we have P3, I believe, was John, if he served his penalty. So 2 McLarens on the podium once again, just like in Silverstone. So there you go. That will conclude this race. Bonfo, unfortunately, losing out on the chance for a podium at the end after a massive accident with my master that ended up in a huge collision between the 2 Tier 1 drivers next season. Yeah, that was very likely, let's be real. Yeah, see, when you try, John, you can easily get podiums, so don't worry about it. Yeah, so I mean, like, on your best tracks, you're up there for a win, you know, so you need to, yeah. Yeah, you were probably as quick as my master, but you were a little bit slow. Fabian is champion, I'm so happy, man. Fabian being champion is very cool. Good stuff. Exactly what I expected. They'll never get old, bro. Let's do some fire lappers, guys. Actually, do I have time for fire lappers? I need to do work. Uh, Oh man, make a ticket. Also, yeah, Jan, can you send the clip of that? I mean, even if we did, we could just give him penalty points because he didn't finish on the points anyway. I think that was after John. Sorry, that was after Dan and John got penalties though. Yeah, I'll do like two 5 lappers and I'll go. I'm just gonna go for free. I need to do some shit tonight, so I will do that soon. Are we readying up, guys? Do a different track. Brazil. So what's a good track? I love Bahrain. Yes, to Bahrain. We could do Vegas. Who else? Who is here? Okay, those people. I remember you have 9 people in a 5 lap. Is crazy. Luca and Kimmy as well. We're doing 5 lappers. May as well. Oh, you know what? I'm coming out of retirement for Bahrain. I'm going to win. I cannot wait for next season Bahrain. It's going to be absolute cinema. I'm going to try and fight for the win. It's going to be fucking peak. If I lose another Bahrain race on the final stint, I'm going to kill myself, bro. It's always the last lap. Well, I gotta say though, some drivers that we think need adjustments in tier two. Hubert is one of them. He's definitely on his day of tier one driver. Um, we have a so's Dervas. So it's like it's hard to say. Yeah, if Dervas was tier two, he would low-key dominate that shit. I'm thinking that the main frontrunners in tier two are just like, yeah, just like Graham Crackers, Ethan, Cyril, Hubert, and yeah. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I'm starting last. Let's go. I love starting last. But did I turn damage off? I may not have turned damage off, guys, just to warn you. I think I did. Wait, I'll just check now. Wait. Damage is off. Damage is off. Don't worry about it. Don't get any ideas, guys. Go. Ruben had a really bad start. Oh my god, what the fuck was that start, bro? How was that illegal? Oh my god, Ruben. And Frosty just pushed. Hi, Dan. I was on the outside, bro. Oh, it's 3 wide. Are you sure what you're doing, bro? Are you sure you want to do this? 3 wide? Oh, imagine if I made this stick. That'd be so peak. No way. Oh my god, it's still 3 wide. I hate this shit, bro. Leave me alone, Dan. Oh my god. I miss racing, bro. I can't wait for next season. Oh my god. Who asked that? Who said that? Nah, bro. Oh, let's close in on Luca, guys. I'm using 2518. No, I'm not stupid. So, Dan, about getting me into turn 4. Someone said to get me into turn 4. Yeah, but I'm goated, so. I want to commentate. I like commentating. Yeah, I won the last 3 championships before Fabian won this one. I know, absolutely. That's if Fabian would have beaten me quite dominantly as well. Like, I'm not that much better than like Shank and you and Harry. So. Yeah. Dan loves cheating. I see Luca's run out of battery. Come here, Luca. Well, on my screen you've got no battery, so I think you just ran out. That's one lies. Got DRS, let's go. No, Luca. Dan, bro, what are you doing? Average Dan ever taking a 5 left. Hi, Dan. Yeah, I was as well, so maybe lose space. I'm just saving battery, I know what Dan's doing. Ruben said kill Dan. I'm like, oh, I forgot I'm still streaming, aren't I? Forgot to turn it off. Hi, Dan. Maybe you should go after him instead of, you know, just saving battery. Yeah, just maybe not in the braking zone there. Damn. Oh, my wings are so much lower than you guys in front. Alright, it's me 3 off and leave, watch this. Yes. Oh, that's cute. You're no match for the low wing meta, Dan. You're no match for the low wing meta. Dan, what the hell are you doing, bro? It's the worst overtake I've ever seen in my life. Oh, Luca, bro, what are you doing, man? Okay, that was some United level bullshit right there. So again, are you sure proving that he's not a tier 2 driver? And again, Dan was battling Serial in season 13. Oh fuck, that was not a good thing, man. I low-key just missed the corner. Well, hi Dan. What are you doing, man? You just killed a mix. Well, that was Luca, rather. Still cut. Yeah, get him. Get that fucker. Who the fuck was that? I'm barely closing on me because of my wings. That's me done. I got the win. Yeah, Dan lost out on the podium because he sucks. Oh, Fred gets P4. Let's go. Top 10 lies. That would be pretty tough. Oh, the tickets have come rolling in, guys. Well, yeah, I'm gonna leave now because I have shit to do. It's okay. Dan does worse. But Dan, you are the worst. Genuinely, you have the worst racecraft of any tier one driver by a mile in 5 lappers, bro. And also in the races too, your racecraft's kind of ass, so I can't lie. Anyway, yeah, all right. See you later, guys. Frosty's the best driver in the lobby right now. Just want to say that. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Spin you down. Goodbye, everyone. Also need to end my stream.